Hey folks, Cobra DVS here, and it's time for another pickups video. This one's sort of a later at night, sort of throwing together real quick kind of pickups video, so no, nothing fancy here. But, that aside, I got some pretty cool stuff this time around. Pretty much ranges from retro to current, and a little bit in between. So let's go ahead and get started. And, real quick, I want to mention something. I have left it over here. But real quick before we get started, I just want to mention something that I have for sale that I'm going to try and use the money to fuel another part of that I'm going to start collecting. I decided to sell my Operation Genesis on the original Xbox. Look, I mean, I got it because it's pretty rare. I've never actually even played it. I really don't plan on playing it. It's a really cool concept. It's like Roller Coaster Tycoon, but with, you know, Jurassic Park. But there's just games I want more, so if somebody is interested in this, you know, let me know, and hopefully we can work something out. Games I'd be interested in would be like Fire Emblem on the Gamecube or Wii, Pikmin 2, Zelda 4 Swords, games like that, but there's probably more, so just let me know, and maybe we can work something out. And one more thing also, before we get into the actual pickups, I crossed over 700 subscribers as of late, which isn't a ton, but it's a fair amount, I think, so I just want to say thanks to everybody who watches, and I really do appreciate it. And I'll have a contest coming up soon. Let me know what you think would be a cool idea for a contest. I have a couple ideas rattling around, but nothing is set in stone yet. So with that aside, let's go ahead and get into the pickups video. But first, a glass of milk from my Kiss glass. Or a drink of milk from my Kiss glass. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started for real. So if you saw that Gamecube haul that I picked up the other day, I did do a video on it. I ended up selling everything except 2 games because some of them were doubles, and the ones that I sold were either were all player's choice. And I really don't want player's choice, but I'm like Paper Mario, I sold that one because it was player's choice, and I'd rather not have that. But anyway, I did keep 2 of them, and they are Pokemon Channel, which is complete in the case. And one I'm mostly excited to have, Super Mario Strikers, which is also complete in the case. I've heard this is really good, so I'm anxious to give this one a shot. Haven't done it yet, though, so that'll be cool. Let's go ahead and start with more current stuff. So I've had a 3DS for a while, but recently on eBay I decided to pick up a little sticker, and it's a decal sticker that's supposed to be like the Triforce, the kind of thing from The Legend of Zelda. So I got that. I think that was like $2.50 shipped. So, I mean, hell, for that price. And it turned out pretty cool. There's a little ripple in it there, but, I mean, it still looks pretty good. So, I got that. I thought that was kind of neat. And then some 3DS stuff. I got 2 games. The first game was on sale at Best Buy for $20. And I went ahead and got it. Actually, I didn't get it at Best Buy. I ended up getting it at Target because Best Buy was out, but Target price matched it for $20. So, and I've been enjoying the hell out of it. It's a Paper Mario Sticker Star. I mean, look, I don't have any other Paper Mario games other than the Wii version, which is hardly even an RPG, really. I mean, it is, but it's sort of different. This one's not much of an RPG either, though it does sort of have a turn-based battle system. But that aside, it's a lot of fun. A little tedious sometimes, but this game is really, I mean, it's really fun. So, I've spent, like, I think I got over 10 hours. Sorry, that was my tablet. I've got over 10 hours in it already, and about 3/5 of the way through the game, so I'm really excited. And then this one, I was super excited to actually get a hold of a copy. It's a Fire Emblem Awakening. Now, I haven't played as much of this as I have Paper Mario, but I have played quite a bit, a couple hours at least. And this game's a lot of fun. I mean, I've never played a Fire Emblem game before. It's sort of like a strategy RPG, but this is so good. It's so much fun. So I'm looking forward to actually going through this game completely, and strongly recommend it. Strongly recommend it. And it seems to be a little easier to find now. I was at, let's see, where was I today? Well, I was at Best Buy today. I saw it at Best Buy, so it's out there. It is out there, so it's pretty easy to find, and well, it's getting easier to find. It's not per se easy, but it's still, you know, a little getting better. Okay, so to go along with that, I got this off eBay for, yeah, it was $14, but it was like, you know what, I really want this because it's really cool, and it's the Fire Emblem Awakening art book. Now, if you notice it looks like it's in plastic, well, that's because it is. I went ahead and made a protective case for it, which I've been doing a lot lately, making protective cases for these sort of random things that aren't really like you can't get a case for it. So I got that. Pretty cool art book. Not very big, but it's still pretty cool, and that'll go great in the collection, I think. Alright, so one more thing that's current, and we'll move on. So this is something I got from Sick Cooper, and let's see, it was quite a while ago actually. We traded something. I'm forgetting what it was, but we did end up trading for it, and really happy to finally knock this off of the Wii collection. It's the Kirby Anniversary. Again, if it looks like it's wrapped in plastic, that's because it is. I made another protective case for it. It is not sealed, it is open. This was never even sealed anyway, this game. And I did take the game out, so if I want to play it, I can. Here's the actual game, and I stuck just an empty Wii case inside to keep its shape. So that's cool. I've played a little bit of it. I mean, obviously it's nothing too great. I mean, if you're a big fan of Kirby, it is, but I'm not a terribly big Kirby fan, but I did really want to knock this game off the Wii collection. So I was able to do that. Alright, now how about some for some retro stuff? How does that sound? So, from a game store, I got a 32X game. Yeah, it's been, I don't know how long since I've gotten one of these. For $1.99, cart only, but I figured what the hell. Shadow Squadron. Heard this is a great shooter, so I decided to get it. Have not played it, so I can't really comment on whether it's good or not, but for $1.99, it's worth the risk, I thought. A couple of empty boxes right here from Nintendo Age. Guy was selling. How much did I get these for? I think I got these both for $25. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. The first one is a Player's Choice Link's Awakening for the Game Boy box. In great shape, actually. Well, not great, but good anyway. And I had a cartridge of this, and unfortunately the cartridge I had was the original edition and not the Player's Choice, so that kind of sucks. But I still need a manual for this, but then this will be complete. The wrong edition of the cartridge, but that's not too big of a deal. And then this one was the one I wanted the most. It's the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Collector's Edition box and manual. So I do need a cartridge for this, actually. I don't have one, so I'm looking out for one of those, but that'll come eventually. But I just thought, for $25, I thought that was a hell of a price for these two boxes, so I went ahead and got that. Now if I can get this, then I'll have both the collector's editions for the 64 Zelda games, and that'll be great. Okay, so last two things I just got today. And I'm super excited to have them. A couple of Saturn games, which it's been a while since I've gotten any. The first one is a first-person shooter. It is Power Slave. I did play this, and I gotta say, it runs great on the Saturn. The frame rate is fairly smooth. Which is a problem on Saturn first-person shooters. If you've ever played Doom, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a little confusing, exactly. I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to be doing during the game all the time. I mean, I can get to the end of the level, but it's just like a camel, and then it takes me someplace else, but I didn't even, like, explore it all in the last level. I don't know, I'm going to have to look into it and see exactly what I'm missing. So, but regardless, this is it controls well and everything about it is great. If I could just figure out exactly what to do, that'd be great. And then last, but most definitely not least, I mean, I've been looking for this game forever. I mean, going on maybe a year now, I've wanted this game. When I figured out, when I was a kid at we had a roller rink in town, a roller skating rink, and there was an arcade game there, and I always thought it was Marvel vs. Capcom. But it turns out it wasn't Marvel vs. Capcom. It was actually this game instead. It was Marvel Superheroes. So yeah, I wanted this for some nostalgic reasons, but it's also supposed to be a phenomenal fighter, and I gotta tell you, it is very good. I have played it. Not much of a fighting fan, but this one's the kind that I would like to play, and that it is really good. So, you can see it's in a protective case. You know, it's not exactly a cheap game. Not terribly expensive, but not exactly cheap either. So, I decided to get, or put it in one of the protective Saturn cases. And that's the end of the video. So, that's everything I got. Not a ton of stuff, but, again, you know, I'm sticking with my pattern of not a lot, but some high quality stuff. So, thanks for watching, guys. Look out for a 700 subscriber contest video coming out. And if you're interested in the Jurassic Park Operation Genesis on the original Xbox, please let me know. And until next time, we Well, no, okay, I messed that up a little bit. We will see you next time. There's my tablet. We'll see you next time, and until then, take care. Contest. I have a couple ideas rattling around, but nothing is set in stone yet. So, with that aside, let's go ahead and get into the pickups video. But first, a glass of milk from my Kiss glass. Or a drink of milk from my Kiss glass. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started for real. So if you saw that Gamecube haul that I picked up the other day, I did do a video on it. Zelda 4 Swords, games like that, but there's probably more. So just let me know, and maybe we can work something out. And one more thing also, before we get into the actual pickups, I crossed over 700 subscribers as of late, which isn't a ton, but it's a fair amount, I think. So I just want to say thanks to everybody who watches, and I really do appreciate it. And I'll have a contest coming up soon. Let me know what you think would be a cool idea for it. Pretty much ranges from retro to current, and a little bit in between. So let's go ahead and get started. And real quick, I want to mention something. I have left it over here. But real quick before we get started, I just want to mention something that I have for sale that I'm going to try and use the money to fuel another part of that I'm going to start collecting. I decided to sell my Operation Genesis on the original Xbox. Hey folks, Cobra DVS here, and it's time for another pickups video. This one's sort of a later at night, sort of throwing together real quick kind of pickups video, so no, nothing fancy here. But, that aside, I got some pretty cool stuff this time around. Look, I mean, I got it because it's pretty rare. I've never actually even played it. I really don't plan on playing it. It's a really cool concept. It's like Roller Coaster Tycoon, but with, you know, Jurassic Park. But there's just games I want more. So if somebody is interested in this, you know, let me know. And hopefully we can work something out. Games I'd be interested in would be like Fire Emblem on the Gamecube or Wii, Pikmin 2,